Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. I am Tedra Chanel. Now, if you are a beginner at manifestation or you feel stuck on your journey, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing one of the most powerful books ever written and one that I feel you need to read in order to either start or jumpstart your manifestation journey. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind is a book that really breaks down how your thoughts are running your life, especially the ones you are not aware of. Your subconscious mind is truly determining every single move that you make throughout your day-to-day life. One of the biggest gems that I've gotten out of this book is when he said, you don't get out of life what you want, you get out of life what you believe. And in order to really start to co-create the best life of your dream, you really have to understand how the parts of the mind work. So let me break it down in layman's terms. There's a conscious mind, there's a subconscious, and then there's a superconscious. Now, the superconscious isn't really delved into too much here in this book, but the conscious and the subconscious are. So let me just get out of the way what the superconscious mind is. That is a part of the mind that is your godlike state of mind. Okay. I think he touches on it a couple of times in this book, but not as deep as other books have gone into it. So your conscious mind is that logical mind. It's that part of the mind that says, no, what you see is what is reality. And the reality says that this thing is never going to happen, right? Based on X, Y, and Z. It's very logical. Your subconscious mind is not. Your subconscious mind are those beliefs and those thoughts that you aren't even really aware are there, but they are dictating your life. Now, the way that I really like to, I always explain the subconscious mind in this way. Think of the subconscious mind as being a treasure chest. And our subconscious minds are formed from age 0, I believe, utero, to about 7 years old. So you have this treasure chest. This treasure chest is full of soil. And every belief, every thought, every emotion that you experience growing up, they're planted like seeds in this treasure chest. So what your mom believes about money and what your dad believes about relationships, what your grandmother believes about God, those are seeds that are planted in your treasure chest. Okay. Then at about 7 years old, that part of the mind closes, and then boom, your life is being operated kind of like a puppet. Your subconscious mind then becomes the puppet master. And everything that you do, every move that you make, every decision that you make is based on the beliefs that you have subconsciously. How you feel about money, how you attract money, how you repel money, how you spend money, how you feel about money. All of that is based on the beliefs that you have in your subconscious mind. And it's real unfortunate that your mother's belief about money then becomes your belief about money, especially if it's not a positive one. Your belief about relationships, how all men cheat except Obama, how all women cheat, so on and so forth, those are based on the beliefs of the people that were in your environment the most, that had the most impact on your life as a child. Does that make sense? Now, I want to pause right here and say that this video is really for the beginner, or it's for the person who really needs to jumpstart or breathe new life into their intentional manifestations. So I always really like to say this. Manifestation is a word that has become, I don't even know. It's a buzzword. It has become a buzzword in the last like 5 or so years. Okay. And more every day. Somebody read a book and they feel like they can teach on law of attraction, or manifestation. For those of you who have been around for a long time, know I've been talking about this for a really long time. But there are some people who, are new to the game, and they feel like the word manifestation, because of how it's presented, because of how it is taught, manifestation equals positive result all the time. And that's just not true. We are always manifesting. The good and the not so great, we are manifesting according to the beliefs that we have in our subconscious mind. So I want you to know that. So when I talk about manifestation, you guys will hear me say intentional manifestation, right? Because there's a difference between intentionally manifesting and unintentionally manifesting, or subconsciously manifesting. Okay. So as a beginner, okay, before you start to read, who can tell me what my favorite book is? And I know a lot of you thought I was going to say Think and Grow Rich was the book. No. Yes, that is my favorite book in the world. It is a book that I have deemed my Bible. It is. But even before that was the first book that I read on my journey when it comes to self-development. And then The Power of Your Subconscious Mind was a book that I read maybe a year or two after I read Think and Grow Rich. But if I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't change anything. Who's lying? Okay. But I would highly suggest that The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, if you're going to read anything, let it be that first. Because if you don't understand how the subconscious mind truly determines how you move and operate in life, you're going to have a really difficult time intentionally manifesting, because you're just going to get more of the same. There are so many people out there saying manifestation is cap. It don't work. It's a lie. The law of attraction is some bullshit, or whatever, what have you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because you didn't do step number 1, which is understand what the subconscious mind is and how it is determining how you move every single day. And then 2, ridding yourself of the blocks and the traumas based on your subconscious beliefs. A lot of people skip that step, right? They just want to get to the mignon. They want to get to the relationships. They want to get to this lavish life when they're putting the cart before the horse. Right? So that's why manifestation does not work. Intentional manifestation does not work. The law of attraction doesn't work for you, right? Because you're attracting more of the same. You don't see any change in your life because you haven't changed your mind. Drops mic. You haven't changed your mind. So how, I know the question is going to be, well, how do I know what's in my subconscious mind? Take a look around. What do you see? If you are dealing with money struggles, if you can't keep a man to save your soul, if you can't keep a job, if as soon as you get paid within an hour you're broke, ta-da! That tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know. If you have a toxic relationship with money, you can see it. It's going to show up every day in your environment. How you live. If you're watching me sit in your bed right now, or you sit in your living room, look around the room. Is it clean or is it a mess? I can tell you right now that if your room or your environment, your home is a mess, then so is your bank account. A hot ass mess, right? Because how we feel up here, what we believe up here, is always seen in our environments. Now, there's one thing I know for sure, and that is I can always tell when I'm feeling a way internally by how my car looks. I know, it sounds crazy. If my car is dirty, if I have accumulated chicken fillet bags in my passenger seat, Like, if my car hasn't been washed, if the carpet is dirty, I can guarantee you that I'm not attracting money like I typically do. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. I have this relationship with my car. It's weird. I understand. But when I see that my car is dirty, I'm like, I have to clean my car. I don't know what it is or why that is, but that's always a determining factor. If my car is a mess, I'm not earning money, attracting money, magnetizing money to me in a way that I typically do, that I've become accustomed to, guaranteed. But as soon as I get my car clean, this is like poof, because my house stays clean. I can't sleep in a mess. But my car, though, tells you all that you need to know, right? So there will always be signs. There will always be signs. You can create the life of your dreams. You have the power to do that, but it's never going to come to fruition if you do not deal with the traumas and the money blocks or relationship blocks or whatever blocks you have. Well, right now we're just talking about money. Just give me my money. Y'all ain't got no sense, right? Right. So I want you guys to get this book. I will leave it down in the description. If y'all want me to go deeper into, like, if y'all want me to teach from this book, just let me know, because I have no problem with doing that. This is a book that you need to read. This is a book that you need to read, especially if you have these beliefs of it's never going to happen for me, right? I wasn't built to be rich. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? Money is the root of all evil. You didn't see your mom or your parents with an abundance of money, so therefore you feel like it's not in the cards for you. All of that can change. Y'all, I used to think that way. I used to think I was cursed, actually. I went to church all the time. Y'all have heard that story. I'm going to spare you, right? I went to church all the time, and I really felt like I was cursed because my life is just like I was on the track, but the train wasn't moving. The train was going nowhere, or it might inch a little bit, and then boom, it slides back down. It inches up a little bit more, and then it slides back. I felt like I was in this constant tug of war with money and success. It was always a struggle. And for a minute there, I became comfortable in the struggle. I was like, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I had just accepted it for a really long time. And because I had accepted it, that's what I manifested more of, just money struggles, right? I had this really toxic relationship with money. And so I had to, because of this book, because of Think and Grow Rich and some other books, it really showed me that I have the power to change my reality. I have the power to make this quantum shift, if you will, just by changing my mind. Now I believe money is abundant because it is. Money is everywhere. Money is infinite, just like the blades of grass, the leaves on the trees. It is infinite. There's always money flowing, right? How it flows to you is up to you. If you feel like money is hard to earn, then you're never going to earn an abundance of it. If your focus is always on debt and paying off debt and accumulating debt and I need to get rid of debt, then that's all you're going to experience. That is all that you're going to experience is struggle when it comes to money or any part of your life, relationships, whatever. But we're talking about money here. So what is your money story? Now, I'm going to give you a tip on how you can determine what it is before we end this video. When you get paid, how do you feel? When you get bills in the mail, how do you feel? When you're paying your bills, how do you feel? When you see somebody, I don't know, buying one of their dream home or their dream car, or you see people on the internet traveling, they're going to Louis and Gucci and them. How does that make you feel? Do you feel like, oh, well, I wish that I could do that? Do you feel this pit in your stomach that makes you feel away and you just bragging? They just bragging. They need to stay humble. I hate when people say that. They just need to stay humble. No, you need to get your bag up, because there's something inside of you that is being triggered every time you see somebody with the keys to their new home, keys to their new car, getting on a private jet, buying their dream bag from Louis or Gucci or whoever. There's something triggering you. What is it? You have to figure out what that is, because that person that you see on the internet is no better than you, no better than me. I'm no better than you. Honey, I struggled for a really long time before I figured this shit out. I struggled for a really long time. And now I don't have an issue with manifesting, intentionally manifesting anything. I told y'all in the last video that I was fired from my job and then had to move within 7 days. And I went from a 2-bedroom apartment to a 5-bedroom brand new house. Logically, that should not have happened. Logically. But what you need to realize is that God is not logical. So whatever it is that you want, you just have to believe for it. You have to give yourself permission to say, I deserve it. Kendrick Lamar, this man, that's the fieriest album I've ever heard in my life. No cap. And y'all know I'm a huge Usher fan. There's a song, it's called, I think, Man in the Garden. And he keeps saying, I deserve it all. That needs to become your new affirmation. I deserve it all. Because you got to prime yourself into believing that you deserve the money, the success, the homes, the car, whatever it is that you want. You deserve it. Why? Because you exist. That's why. You don't have to have some elaborate reason. Well, I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thick enough, skinny enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not short enough. I didn't come from money. I was raised in the hood. Whatever that is, that chatter that is in your head, it doesn't matter. You deserve it. Why? Because you exist. That's it. You deserve it because you exist. So I want y'all to start saying that I deserve it all. When you start to feel away like, oh my gosh, I really would love to have that, but something is holding me back, I deserve it all. I deserve it all. And y'all know what my affirmation is. I always get what I want. Why? Because I exist. So, y'all, that's it for this video. I will have the link to The Power of Your Subconscious Mind down in the description. Y'all make sure y'all get that book. If you don't want to read it tangibly, slow down. If you don't want to read it tangibly, word by word, listen to it on Audible. It is an incredible book that everybody needs to read. I don't care if you've been intentionally manifesting for a really long time, or you're just now starting out on your journey. Read the book. Read the book. I guarantee you it's going to change your life, because the only way that you're going to make change is by realizing what those blocks and traumas are and uprooting them from that treasure chest. You got to pluck it at the root. That's the only way. You have to uproot the limiting beliefs in order to replace them with edifying ones.